Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here on my way home from work today. One hell of a long day, 12 hours thrown in on the clock. It seems like it's just never going to stop. But, man, this weekend, it really put SummerSlam into place. I think we all knew that when John Cena came back at Money in the Bank, that it was leading us towards John Cena versus Roman Reigns. I'm not sure if they wanted to run like a little bit of a program of like Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. Just use those on the SmackDowns, mainly because you don't want to be throwing Cena like right into matches, like right off the bat, especially putting him in the ring with Reigns. Even though I really thought we were going to get a tag match of Cena and I thought it was going to be Cena and Edge against Roman and Rollins. It sort of looks like that they might do something like that because of that's the way the feuds are pointing us towards, with Seth Rollins interfering in the Edge match at Money in the Bank. But on SmackDown, as they were trying to set up Balor versus Roman, we had Cena run down and sort of just grabbed the contract from Baron Corbin and signed his own name to it. I didn't know that John Cena had a Money in the Bank. I didn't know that that's the way the contracts worked. All you have to do is be the first one to grab it. I don't think that they'll ever use this kind of hitch in the storyline again, but it just seems like, Cena just has that inevitable imaginary Money in the Bank case that he can just, crack out and say, hey, I'm back, I want a title. When we were building up to WrestleMania 27, 28, it was Cena speaking out against The Rock, basically saying like these part-timers that are coming back and taking these slots and these other guys. He was kind of standing up for the locker room. It's almost like Cena is becoming what he hated at that time. Maybe he, I guess, now looks back and can sort of see it. I mean, Cena is the guy that's coming in and giving WWE a huge boost. Roman, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, these are the guys that have really supported WWE over the last year of COVID. Everything that's happened with them doing shows at the Performance Center and Thunderdome. These are the guys that put in the work that it might not have been the best, and some people might have complained about it and didn't watch, but they're the guys that got us from there to here, because it's not like wrestling was just going to say, hey, we'll see you as soon as this thing's over, and just sort of not put out weekly television. It was like a running joke. I remember my mom called me when the state of Florida made professional wrestlers a special worker that basically they didn't want to have them not stop working. And of course there was that story of Vince McMahon sort of being tied in with the governor or something like that, I think because of his wife. But it is what it is. But we're gonna have one hell of a SummerSlam. I mean, we're looking at doing Lashley against Goldberg. We're looking at Roman versus Cena. My only thing is I hope that people aren't really just looking at Cena's dates and just sort of seeing the writing on the wall is that Roman's going to win this match. I know there's good things to look forward to. Lots of rumors about The Rock showing up at Survivor Series, and I'm not sure if it's going to be Rock versus Roman at the Survivor Series, or if the Survivor Series is going to get us to care about Roman going into WrestleMania, which I've always hated it when they do like the long-term booking where they just tell everybody like this is the match that's going to happen at WrestleMania, and then it's just like, well, it's only freaking November. We still have the Rumble. If we know who's going to fight Roman, we know that somebody from SmackDown is not going to win the Rumble. It sort of lessens the odds of who you think actually has a chance to win. And then every match that Roman's going to have, I mean, maybe on paper you're like, oh, maybe Kevin Owens has a chance to beat him, but in the long run they're not going to throw away that money match of the bloodline that we've been looking forward to seeing this match for so long of Roman versus Rock. So it is what it is. Cena, I'm not sure really when he's going to be jumping right out to get movies, but when you see them tweeting out like John Cena's summer dates, it kind of doesn't really have anything after SummerSlam. So I think they're already putting the writing on the wall that this guy's not going to be the champion. I thought that when Cena came back, because Cena's going to be back, I thought we'd be getting him working house shows and all the televisions and just trying to push WWE to what it once was, especially with this ongoing war that they have with AEW. So, I mean, as of right now, if we were betting on wrestling, I think the easy bet is taking the money and putting it down on Roman Reigns. But, I mean, I'm pumped, just like everybody else. I'm surprised that Cena hasn't lost the fans yet, but it seems like people are pumped to have live wrestling, and they know that Cena was the face of WWE before this whole pandemic thing, and, maybe they're just trying to, know that this might be Cena's last go-round, and they want to just give him the respect that he's deserved of his career and not boo this guy out of the building. I mean, he even said it himself that he's not used to getting this many cheers, and I keep waiting for the crowd to happen where he loses them, and they just want to take over the show, but we haven't seen it yet. So, SummerSlam, I'm not sure if it's 2 weeks or if it's 3 weeks away. I know that it happens in August, so putting the money on Roman. Glad that we see Cena, but I know that this might be short-lived, and he might be out of here